I thought my set was solid, and I thought I could, because here's another thing, you'll walk into rooms and you'll look at rooms and think, this is my room. And I don't know if you remember, we did that.
Vividly.
Yeah, we did this football club. As soon as I walked in, I was like, yeah, this is my audience. Obviously, John Pearson's comparing, so you've got darkness, and then me opening up with, I'm not overly dark, but I'm
You're
naughty.
not dark, but you're naughty.
Yeah, so I thought they're going to go from here.
Yeah.
I fucking died on my hoop for 20 minutes.
But you're
not. You're a diverse act. But we've said this before as well, Ricky. Yeah, you can be as diverse as anything, but if you shit, you shit. So how the fuck you've kept the doors open? I'll never know.
What about the first time you got arrested?
What, the first time?
First time.
Okay.
First time.
I did that as well, don't get me wrong, but I just mixed it with less shit than the other guys did, so I'd sell more.
But so how did it all start? Because what I don't know is how you got into that.
I ended up on the floor, starfish like that, and I was going, can't move my legs, but it turned out I was going like that.
He'd gone full cerebral palsy. He took my sticks off me. I have never felt so unstable. What's the matter, Mikey?
Nothing. What?
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of The Unstable.
What the fuck?
What?
That's such a bad way to start. What's the matter, Mikey?
What's the matter, Mikey?
It's probably something to do with you being half an hour late.
This is it. Let's go again.
Rolling start. Welcome to The Unstable podcast again with me, Ricky Balshaw. Mikey is behind the mic because, as you know, he's too ugly for the public episodes. And we've got a returning guest.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
How are you, mate?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm good. For those who don't know you, tell them who you are. You can look at that one if you want me in the shot as well, or that one if you want it on your own. I knew you'd go for that one.
Doug Carter. That's all you need to know.
Jesus, what an intro.
Well, what do you want me to say?
I don't know, that you're a comedian, that something about your socials, I don't know. Whatever you want them to know about you, mate.
Doug Carter, 6'2". Gorgeous, bold man with man boobs.
There you go. So any casting agents out there looking? Doug's your man. Doug's your man. No, it's good to have you back, man. Did you have a good Christmas?
It's been very relaxing, mate. I've had 3 days of just total relaxation and eating a hell of a lot of food. Yeah, but I'm quite surprised at how much weight I haven't put on. So.
Well, we were just talking about this before, and that you're trying to lose weight. And you've struggled with your weight, haven't you, a little bit?
Go on. Yeah, it's because I like food, Ricky.
I know. What makes me laugh is you'll get to your weight and then you'll celebrate with a KFC.
It's one of the jokes that I do, isn't it? But it's actually
it's true.
The minute I start to see results, I'm like, I'll treat myself, and then treating yourself is with something sugary that just ruins me.
I remember one of the diets you told me to not compliment you when I thought you were looking good, so you kept on with the diet. So you look shit.
No, you're right. I've actually pulled my head out my arse, and I've gone back. Well, I went back to the gym Boxing Day, thinking, I'm going to really smash it before all the Chumbawambas get in there. And I got there and it was shut, so I went home and ate a
mince pies instead.
There was some reduced muffins on the side, so I nailed them.
Dogged them down instead. Fair play. So you were saying you got a target weight to get to because you're going to once in a lifetime trip to Japan.
Operation Japan.
Get slim for Japan.
Well, I've noticed I'm struggling to walk now because I've got like arthritis in my hip.
Struggling to walk.
I know it's not probably the right, but you've had that forever.
Loads of sympathy coming here, mate.
Yeah. For me, it's one of them things now. I struggle to get my sock on my right foot. And I have to put my leg in a certain position. You're used to that.
I get it, mate. I'm with you.
Whereas me now, it's like I can slowly feel myself disintegrating as I'm getting older.
You can feel the age.
Yeah. And I know that if I lose a little bit of weight, I think when I get under 21.5 stone, I can walk a little bit better and I can feel things getting better.
Yeah.
So I kind of know from my gangster limp.
Yeah.
I get a gangster limp just over 21.5 stone. And that's
so the scales are redundant now.
I don't know. Do you know what?
When you start walking like me, you know it's time to eat some kale.
Yeah, and the minute I go to the gym and jump on the scales, I can tell if I'm going to be over 21.5 or under.
fair.
It's weird, isn't it? It is.
Well, no,
I don't think that's intuitive to your own body. You're clocked in, aren't you?
You know your own body, don't you?
There's nothing wrong with that.
I did these tests when I was a kid, and I won't bore you with it, but basically they weighed me at the beginning, and then for the second time I did it, they strapped 25% extra body weight on you, and the difference in the reaction on your body is so mind-blowing.
So I got told it's like say a bag of sugar. Every time you take a step, it's like 3 going like that.
Yeah, I've heard that as well. For every kilo, it's an extra 3 kilos of pressure or something
when you're walking,
when you're going on because of the momentum and stuff like that.
And I know I'm going to be doing a lot of walking, a lot of. Well, there's a lot of good food over there as well. So I'm thinking if I can get down into the 20s,
but
where I feel like I'm walking
food,
on air.
It's good food, so you shouldn't put on weight over there.
Yeah. Well, we're going to be doing
fresh.
a lot of activities. Yeah. We've got a lot.
Do you like fish?
I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you'll be sound.
You're going to be eating a lot of fish.
Yeah.
That'll be good for your weight loss.
Yeah. Japan's all over the place.
They love the fish, mate. Yeah.
It's everywhere. Like it's not even fish that we get over here. Like there's shark fin soup.
Japanese fish.
Yeah, you'll be
Japanese fish. Yeah, they speak Japanese.
You'll be able to have that puffer
No, I just
fish.
mean exactly because we're not allowed to serve certain things over here. In the UK.
Yeah.
The puffer fish, they have to have a certificate.
Venomous.
Yeah. If you eat the wrong part of it, you're dead.
Yeah.
So
there's that episode in The Simpsons with that, isn't there?
Yeah.
I fucking love that.
Well, my
episode.
son, he's a bit of a different sort of. Most kids that's 15, 16 years old want certain things for Christmas. You know, like your computer stuff and this, that, and the other. Do you know what he wanted? A cookbook, a ramen bowl, and a rice cooker. We got him a knife set for this Christmas.
That's
a
funny.
Japanese knife set for this Christmas. So.
That's cool.
See, that's funny because my son's 16 and all he wanted was a new mobile.
Technology.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I bought him baking stuff instead.
Nice.
Yeah, my lad asked for that.
No, he doesn't ask for this.
Which has done us a favour. Well, yeah,
he's a good kid. Your kid is.
Yeah,
he's a great lad. Great lad. I won't mention his name.
He's a good cook as well. He does.
I've tried his fried rice. It's banging.
I was going to say something else then.
Yeah, what's that?
He's a good cook.
Oh no! Wait. Luckily, I'm away from that.
Can we just address though, because we are talking about Christmas and we are talking about like presents that we have received. This episode is going to be going. This will be going out back end of January, but we're recording this on the 28th of December. So if we are talking about Christmas, it's because it just happened.
Yeah.
We filmed it during Christmas. Happy Christmas.
Yeah. Happy New Year, motherfuckers.
Yeah, Happy New Year, motherfuckers.
So,
we could actually. No, we can't. No,
can we? You've already done it. Have you done it?
What?
The editing for next week?
Yeah, but it won't be going out after New Year, will it? It'll be going out before.
If it goes out on Monday.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Happy New Year, just in case.
We could do this. Have you done any of the editing for next week's episode?
No.
No, so we could put this in.
I don't even know if I'll be able to.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, it depends what I'm doing with
Well,
the
anyway,
kids.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
I'm going to be staying up till 5 a.m. editing this tonight. Yeah. I know it now.
It's that. Just for your information, if you're watching this, whenever it goes out, it's that time of the year. It's the Gooch of the year. Where no one, it's that week in between Christmas and New Year where no one knows what day it is. I had a message off Mikey last night saying, Rick, do you mind if we just skip a week of releasing? Because for various reasons I've had a long day and I don't really fancy being up all night. I was like, Mikey, it's Saturday. You've got a whole 24 hours. You totally got the day wrong.
Yeah, but you lose track of time in this period, don't you? It's that eat shit that's left in the cupboards.
Yep.
And just keep. Well, the beauty of your phone now, isn't it? The date's there now. So before that, it was like,
what day is it? It's just been. I've lost track of days.
Yeah,
everything.
I don't care as long as I'm off work and I can just chill out.
Cool. How long you got off work?
Till the 5th.
Oh, nice. Fucking lovely that. Lovely.
Lovely.
So we'll go back to Japan. So once in a lifetime trip. You've been saving up for ages doing it. What's the crack with Japan, man? Talk to me.
So I said to my son.
Yeah.
I said to my son a few years ago, says, look, if you do really well at school, we'll take you on the trip of a lifetime. Where would you like to go? And he mentioned Japan, so we started saving up and we kept an eye on everything he was doing at school, and He wants to be a zoologist. So he's doing really well. He's hit all his targets and everything. So yeah, we managed to save up. We're doing, I think, just over a week in Tokyo, and then we're going to Kyoto, which is like the old school Japan.
Okay.
That's like perfect for me because I like your samurai stuff.
Yeah,
and, you know,
I love that sort of history.
There's a place, I think it's in Osaka, where when we stay at Kyoto, we're going to go to Osaka, and there's the Walk of the Samurai.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Where it was like the streets of how they used to be. And I want to do that, and they're like, he wants to go and see the geisha ladies and stuff, and
of course he does.
Of course he does.
Yeah. But we want to.
What 16-year-old lad doesn't?
Yeah. I want to get immersed in it all and just enjoy a bit of everything. And everyone that I know that's been there has said like it's such a culture shock, but you'll love it. And I've had people before that have gone there and said it is the holiday of a lifetime. So
I was just because I've stopped listening to like music and stuff on my drives. I listen to podcasts or like documentaries and stuff. And I was listening to a podcast on the way here about Japanese prisons and their death row system. When a Japanese prisoner is on death row, they're not given the day they're going to be executed. They literally just spring it on them on the morning.
Surprise!
Yeah, they just come into their cell and go, right, this is it. They don't tell the family, nothing. They just tell the family when it's been done. The idea behind it is that the theory is that it's less stressful because they don't know when it is. They're not counting down the days, but then all the prisoners report that actually it's more stressful because every day you're thinking it's your last. And then they hear something slightly different one morning outside their cell. They're thinking, shit, this is it.
That's weird though, isn't it? Because the psychology on that is every day could be your last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For anybody.
You don't know. Yeah.
For anybody, not just people in prison. Any day could be your last, but knowing that's going to
that's like life now, though. You know, I think when you get to a certain age, that's how life gets you. Because like, I've lost I'm 50 now, and I've lost that many of my friends.
You're not 50.
Fucking hell, mate.
You don't look it.
Yeah, that's
That's amazing.
It blanks my head when someone says that. When you go, oh yeah, so I'm 48. You're not 48. No, I am. There's no. Why would he have said he's 50 if he's not?
Yeah,
no, it's just.
This is just.
It's called a compliment, Ricky.
I know what you mean. It's just the way.
Mate,
it's the way it says. Oh yeah. Yeah. It turns out sleepless nights and raves are really fucking good for you.
Apparently.
Yeah.
I took a lot of ecstasy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe that is what's kept me youthful. Yeah.
Who knows, man?
Yeah, but
who knows? But yeah, I thought that was mad about the Japanese prisons.
Yeah, but that's the thing now. Like with you get to a certain age, and I've lost that many of my friends now. That every day I wake up is like a bonus, really, isn't it? 'Cause especially with how much I've battered my body. You know, years ago, before we were speaking in there about like having kids and stuff. Before I had kids, I didn't care about anything. Oh. Well, didn't care about anything, but like. Yeah. Like jail was something that it was an occupational hazard.
And it was very real possibility for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, the door went through a good few times.
Because you were, obviously, you've sorted yourself out now. Yeah. And I think real credit to you, the fact that we're talking about your lad in such a positive light now. It would have been very expected when you had him that would be the route he'd go down and take after his dad. So the fact that you've turned things around,
or the fact that I wouldn't have been a dad, you know, I think with how I was years ago, before I had my lad 20, 30 years ago, if someone would have said, if you have a kid, what's going to happen with you? Chances are most people would have said, he'll be in jail and his son will be without a dad, or he'll be dead. Yeah. Because I did hammer my body quite hard with, like, we were raving every week, you know, there was every night, and I was one of them that, like, I was a party enhancement specialist, weren't I? You know, I love that terminology.
Yeah, you did,
I was a drug dealer for many years, so like, but it was one of them where if someone knocked my door at 2 a.m, I'd get up and I'd serve them, and then I'd sit up with them, and that was it. Then we'd just carry on. But my life was like that for like 10, 15, 20 years. Where
we need to converse and make a club. Because that is a very similar background. Very similar.
Daddy club.
I think I'm like 12, 14 years behind you, but I'm very, very similar.
Yeah, I was well, like I say, my door went through a good few times. I've had safe houses bust. I've had operations done on me where I turned a house into a factory for selling whiz. And
I've worked in them.
Opposite was a factory where the police set up an operation to watch me, and then they caught me going into town with a load of stuff, and I should have gone to jail for what I got caught for, but luckily I'd changed from whiz to base, which meant that you used to get a gram of whiz, didn't you?
Yeah.
But in that gram of whiz was only a 0.2, and everything else was mix. So I started just putting the 0.2 in. So when I got caught, it was with what should have been 29 grams, but it turned out it was 4.2. But when the prosecutor are like, Mr.
Which
Carter,
is stupid, by the way.
Yeah, well, yeah,
because the intent is there.
Yeah. And
it's good for you that it worked out that way.
Yeah.
But it is stupid that that's the law on how much you're carrying. Because it's fucking, like, I'm obviously going to sell all this. I'm not doing this personally. But the amount that was actually...
You made out like I was a middleman as well.
Oh, yeah. You would, wouldn't you? But yeah. But I've been there.
Did you make out you were an addict as well?
That helped as well. And it was the first place that my mum and my missus' mum met.
Really?
In court,
That's amazing.
Yeah, they were like, hey, look at what you've got yourself into.
So how did it... What I really like about...
Welcome to the family.
What I really like about you, I mean, we're mates. You were there for my first gig and stuff, and we've sort of hit it off and become mates. And what I really like about you is that a lot of people who have changed their ways and stuff, they kind of shy away from what they used to be and what they've done and stuff, but you 100% embrace, talk about, and as I say, embrace it. And I think that's really...
Mate, it's a massive part of my life, and I'm not going to... Here's the thing, when it comes to drugs, a lot of people are like, drugs are bad. But I think that there is a place for them.
Sorry.
Okay. The thing is, though, like, they are bad if they're used wrong. And years ago, I used them wrong. I used them just because I only sold drugs to get free drugs. I had to sell a lot of drugs because I took a lot of drugs.
Well... Yeah, so I had a friend. Sorry, I wanted to think in my head then whether or not I can say this, but it's fine. So I had a kidnapping experience where I was kidnapped.
Oh, you spoke about this, haven't you?
Have I said this on the podcast
you spoke
before?
About this on pod.
Have I? Okay, cool. So my kidnapping experience, I was kidnapped to have drugs tested on me.
Get out of it.
Yeah. So, like, because obviously there's people like you that they're manufacturing them and mixing them and getting them ready to sell and stuff. But there was people that needed to make sure they would work with that percentage in. And they'd take people, like, from clubs and be like, do you want to come and take some drugs, blah, blah, blah. And they enticed me, brought me, locked me in a room for a weekend or more. I don't even know how long I was there. And they just fed me drugs and seen what effects I got on it and see.
Hi guys, do me a favour and go across to patreon.com/Ricky's Unstable. The first 1,000 members are just £1 a month for the lifetime of your membership. You get bonus content, you get early access and all the fun from Ricky Balshaw's Unstable. See you there.
Yeah.
See, I used to do that myself. I'd just buy a big batch, and me and the missus would be like, right, so let's try these. So then we'd spend a day or two trying all these different, like, ecstasy or whiz or whatever, and then like when people had come, this is why I say a party enhancement specialist, because people would come around going like, so what pills have you got? And I'd be like, right, so I've got these, and I've got these, and I've got these ones here are a bit like ketty, these ones here will have you buzzed, these ones will do this. So that's why people liked that. I was in it in a time before, because it got a bit scary when I come out the game. There was a lot of people getting robbed and there was a lot of dodgy dealers, and I was from the time where I wanted it to be an experience.
Yes.
I wanted you to enjoy it, and I was the dealer you wanted. This is why it pissed me off that the police came for me so many times. Go and get your dodgy fucking dealers. Why are you coming for me, man? I'm one of the good ones. Go and get the ones that
are mixing it with shit just to fucking bulk up and make money.
I did that as well, don't get me wrong, but I just mixed it with less shit than the other guys did, so I'd sell more.
But so how did it all start for you? Because what I don't know is how you got into that.
I was on a YTS, so I was earning £35 a week.
Yeah.
I was giving my mum and dad a tenner, and I can remember my first ever rave that I went to. Should I tell you about that? Yeah. So my first ever rave, I was 15.
I want to know how you got into that way of life.
Yeah, so I was 15, and this is even before I had a job, right? My neighbour took me to this rave, and like anyone that's into raving will know about the Eclipse and stuff like that. The Eclipse was one of the biggest like clubs for the rave scene in Coventry. But before the Eclipse, there was a club called the Mercia, and it was like £5 to get in. And I said to my mate...
that was quite a lot back then, wasn't it? I'm not taking a piss at your age there. Like, genuine, that's a lot of money back then, wasn't it?
The Eclipse was £16.50 to get in.
Right. Okay.
So I was going in off pocket money. I was 15, and I said to my pal, like, they were like 17, 18, and they go, we go to the Mercia.
Yeah.
And then we're going to the Eclipse. Now, my pocket money wouldn't stretch that far.
21 quid there, innit?
But then you've got your pills that were 15, 20 quid. Now, like I say, I was 15 years old, and I said, what do I take? And he went, you just need a little bit of whiz to keep you going, and maybe some draw. And at the time, I was just smoking draw. I'd tried a little bit of whiz. I'd had a little bit of acid with them before, but I wasn't heavy. So I thought, right, I'll take it with me. So I had a wrap of whiz, and I had this bit of draw, and I just had them in my pocket. And then as we got to the club, I'm standing there thinking, make yourself look older. Like this, because they were all older anyway. But then as we were getting closer to the door, I said to me mate, Planty, I was like, so... is this all right in my pocket? He went, you haven't hid it. And I went, do I have to hide it? And he went, well, yeah, you're going to get searched. And then I looked at the queue, and they're padding everyone down. I was like, fuck, what do I do here? So have you heard of the 3-finger trick?
Yeah.
I got my drawer and my whiz in there, put my fingers on my bum cheeks, opened my bum cheeks, pushed it against my bumhole, shut it, pulled away, and boom, that was it, airtight next to me bumhole, not up me bumhole, but next to it. So I got into the rave, and I was like, fucking hell, man, I'm in now. That was it. So I started dancing around. Next thing you know, one of my neighbour come over, and he was like, fucking hell, Doug, what you doing here? I said, Planty's brought me, who was my other neighbour.
Right.
And these were like 3-4 years older than me, and he went, what you got with you? I said, I got a little bit of whiz, and I got a bit of draw. He went, can I roll a joint for you? I said, yeah, of course you can. So I said, give me a minute. So I've gone into the crowd, dancing, but making it...
3 fingers.
Yeah, done the 3-finger trick to pull it out. But the draw weren't wrapped in anything. It was just next to me bum. So I've given it him, obviously not saying anything, because you're not going to tell him that's just been right next to my star. And he's like... you know how it used to work with the draw, you'd burn it, you'd sprinkle it in, and then you'd do it. And as he's done that, I've like looked at him. No, and I never told him, but yeah.
He's watching this though.
That'd be bum nuggets, mate. But yeah, that was my first experience at a rave, and then I've come home and I was pie-eyed, ping, like this, and my mum even said to me then, she was like, what did you have last night? I said, just a bit of draw, because she knew at 15, she knew I was smoking draw and that. And she went, come on, man, there's no way just tell me. Now, I didn't realise at the time that what my auntie was doing with like stuff that she was on, but my mum had gone through hell with my auntie, because she'd been like, well, we'll talk about that anyway.
We can get into it whenever you're ready.
Yeah, but she said, look, I didn't realise why she wanted to know what I was on. She went, tell me what you're on, be honest with me, I don't want to have to go through not knowing. So I had a bit of whiz. She went, well, what did that do? I said, it just keeps you dancing all night. She went, okay, well, whenever you do anything, let me know. I just want to know. I don't want you to hide it or anything like that. So I did. I was always honest with my mum of what I'd talk and everything.
I like that, and I'm a little bit jealous of that, because I never had that.
So
my parents, I found weed in my dad's cabinet thing. Smoked the shit out of that. And then he came in the next day and he was like, have you had some of my, it's like tobacco, but it was really hard. And I was like, oh, I know what you're trying to tell me, but I'm not going to let you tell me. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, no, I don't know what you're on about. But my dad was nice in cigarettes. He'd give me cigarettes and stuff like that. And he wouldn't open up to me about drugs. So I don't know.
My mum was like, she weren't into drugs. She got forced into it through what had happened with my auntie.
But I just didn't have that kind of like that parent to guide me or to like be there
for me. Both of my parents were dead against drugs.
Yeah, and I think it's really nice that you kind of had a mum that was...
It was only because of what had happened with my auntie.
Yeah.
If it weren't what had happened with her, my mum would have been totally naive to it, and I think she'd have been like, but yeah, my auntie was the one that...
Because your auntie's heroin and crack addict.
Yeah. But I didn't know.
And
I didn't know.
Obviously snowballed to get to that stage.
Yeah. Well, what happened was my auntie used to come and stop with us. I had 2 beds in my bedroom. Like, my auntie's got a twin brother, so he used to stop, but sometimes my auntie would stop as well. And around the same age, 15 years old again, my auntie was stopping this one night. Obviously, she knew about me going to raves and this, that, and the other. And she come out this one day and she's gone, what are you doing tonight? She says, I'm going for a smoke with me mate. She went, can I come? I went, yeah, of course you can. So we've gone for a smoke, and it was in an old Cortina. It was like a mint green Cortina. I remember it like it was yesterday. We went down to the park, and we parked next to these benches. And there was like me and a couple of my pals and my auntie in the back. And she's 10 years, is it senior?
Senior,
Yeah. So I was 15. She's like 25. And we're having a joint, and she went, yeah, I'll try one of these and give me a Temazepam. So I had this Temazepam. She says, these are... Just had another joint. I went, these are shit, Mandy. And she went, have another one. So I had another one.
And then I was to bleep her name out there?
No, she don't care.
Okay. Well, I mean, Mandy's Mandy, isn't it?
No, she sucks cock for rocks. I don't think she's going to be bothered about. But yeah, she's given me this extra tablet, and I was like, these are shit. And she was like, get out the car. So I got out the car, walked round onto the grass, and my legs give way. I've ended up on the floor, starfish like that, and I was going, can't move my legs. But it turned out I was going, like that.
He'd gone full cerebral palsy.
I'd gone full Ricky Balshaw. Well, I ended up, they got me back in the car, and there was like 2 entrances to my estate, the car entrance, and at the back there was like a walk-in entrance. So she got out at the back and they went, drive him round, let him out at the front. So they've pulled outside my house. Now, my mum's nickname was Slugger Carter, right?
Yeah.
All my mates were scared of me mum. My dad, not so much. My mum
a bit more, mate, because of the camera angles.
Oh, right.
That's right,
yeah. So my mum was a tough cookie. So my mates got me to the door, knocked the door, fucking legged it. Yeah. So I'm there like, poof, cold. All I can remember is the next day waking up, going downstairs, and I'd come down the stairs and there was a corridor like that to the kitchen, and my auntie's there doing the dishes.
Yeah.
And my mum's facing me, and she went, bit drunk last night, were you? I went, yeah, a little bit. My auntie's going, like this, right, telling me to be quiet. And I went, yeah, just a little bit drunk. She went, might want to go and have a look at the bathroom. And it looked like a sick murder scene. There was just puke everywhere.
Just edit this better a sec. You got to speak like you're talking to me, mate, because the conversation is there at the minute.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've got to look at you.
Because the main camera's here. Yeah, he's behind the camera. Remember?
Ah, right. Yeah. So stop looking at
the
you.
The conversation is between me and you.
Right. It's all right. Sorry. Drift into it. Yeah. So my auntie's going like that. Be quiet.
Yeah.
So I've kept my gob shut, cleaned the kitchen. The bathroom, sorry.
Yeah.
Come back downstairs. I was like, I'm really sorry about that, Mum. She was like, no worries. So anyway, later on that day, my auntie's outside. I've come out to my auntie, and she was like, nice one for keeping your gob shut there. I says, oh, yeah, no problem. She went, I know you're going to get into drugs. I went, yeah. She went, promise me one thing. I said, what? She went, promise me you won't get into heroin.
Yeah.
I was like, why? And she went, well, every other drug out there is mental. She went, heroin's a physical addiction. There's a difference between heroin and everything else. She went, if you want to get off everything else, it's mental. She went, but heroin, it takes over your body, and it's like it forces you to have it. And I went, how do you know this? She went, I've been a heroin addict for 10 years. And that's when I found out the truth about my auntie and what she'd gone through and stuff.
Yeah.
And years after that, a few people had tried to get me into heroin. But because of what my auntie had told me,
it stayed away.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong.
She saved you there.
Yeah, she did save me. She said there's like a 3-strike rule with heroin. Try it once, try it twice, try it thrice. It's got you. She went, I'm not saying don't try it.
Yeah.
She went, but if you want to try it, but try it, walk away. And if she hadn't have told me that, chances are I'd be a heroin addict. No,
Yeah.
I'd be dead. Yeah. and it gave me a chance to try everything else and get off it mentally.
And have fun with it.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I didn't have fun with some of it. You know, I've had some drugs that have like, ecstasy hospitalised me.
Did it?
Yeah. I've had to have the endoscopy, camera down my throat, and that because of that.
I think I know, because you were taking it daily, weren't you?
Yeah. I was finishing work and like snorting a couple of pills with my pal, sitting in the bedroom, and then she'd go to work. Well, she'd go home, and then the next day I'd go to work and I'd do the same again. I was doing like 30, 40 pills a week.
That's mad, isn't it?
For a few months, and then it was a famous MC. One of the MC Man Paris,
right?
Yeah, he actually sent me to hospital and told me to go and have go and admit what was up with me. So I went and admitted it, and then the doctor went, "Look, if you don't knock this on the head, by the time you're in your mid-20s, you'll be dead." And what
was wrong? Was it taking just like the
lining
off
my stomach? Yeah, he says like you're going to end up getting ulcers and stuff like that. So I stopped taking them every day and just did them at weekends instead. Then.
Just knock 5 days off. So go back then. So you were 15. You'd just taken first. You just started raving. What got from that to it becoming your career?
Just the price of it. Like I say, like when I started going into the rave scene and started going raving, I realised that, you know, pills at the time were like £10 each, and I only had 15 quid after I'd give my mum a tenner. Yeah. So I'd buy a ticket and a train ticket, and then I'd have no money to buy any like party
enhancements.
Party packs. So I thought, do you know what? Someone had said, I remember someone saying, like, listen, if you buy 10, you'll get 2 free.
Right.
And then, so I thought, 2 free, that's all I'll need.
And sell the 10.
Yeah. Well, sell 8, get 2 free. Yeah. And 8 and 2 free went to buying 50 and getting,
10 free,
to buying 100.
Yeah.
And sales, I think at the time it was like £600 for 100, so I got 40 free.
Right.
So I'd buy 100, take them into the raves. Yeah. I'd sell 60, and then me and my mates would just eat the other 40.
Rest,
yeah, that's how it was every rave. I never sold them to make money. I sold them just to get that 40 free, so I could get off my chops.
Just to party.
Oh yeah, and it was 10 years of just pure, but then that led into then just selling a bit of everything. You know, if anything come my way, I'd buy it the acid.
Because you were just the opportunist, weren't you?
Yeah.
Anything. Anything you could make a bit of money off.
Yeah.
That was
anything. Yeah. Well, be it drugs, like clothes, scrap. Yeah. Anything.
Anything. Yeah.
Yeah. If I could, if someone was selling a box of shirts singly, I'd want to buy the box so I could get.
Didn't you do that? Didn't you end up with a load of t-shirts?
Loads, everything. Trainers. I had fucking, I think 100 pairs of size 3 Reeboks. Size 3, the size that everyone comes in and out of so quick. But I was selling them for years. You know, I'd sell enough to make them free, and then I'd put the rest in my loft. And then if I had a bad month or something, I'd go, I'll go and do a car boot with these trainers.
Yeah. Fair. What about the first time you got arrested?
What, the first time?
First time.
Okay.
Let's go first time.
Right, this one, I had people think, like I think we mentioned this earlier, when I got into things a bit too deep at the time, and there was people that were starting to sell stuff for me. Yeah. And at the time, Whiz was a big thing. This was like, in the nightclub scene, speed was speed. That's what a lot of people knew it as. Yeah. That was like the main drug that people were selling, and you used to get a gram wrap for a £5. Yeah. Right? And then one day someone, I'm not mentioning
hell, man. Sorry, I've never bought a gram for a £5. Well, that's so sad.
Yeah, but I'm 50, man. You know, this is like back in the day. Yeah.
And we'll adjust it for inflation during the break and work out what it is. Yeah.
Well, no, this is how it was back in the day. You get a gram for £5.
Hang on, just do it. What year was this roughly?
Well, I'm 50 now, so you're talking 90s.
Okay, just
mid-90s.
If you can, Mikey, just 95. Google what the equivalent is from £5 in the 90s to now, just out of curiosity. Yeah.
But anyway,
while he's doing that, we'll carry on the story.
Right. So we were selling Whiz at the time, And someone, I'm not going to say who, but someone said to me, they went, I can get you this stuff, Putty Whiz.
Okay,
Right, what's that? And they went, Putty Whiz it's what they put in your gram of whiz, but you only need like a 0.2 of this.
Right.
And then the rest is mix.
Okay.
So I was like, so when I buy a gram of whiz,
you're only getting 0.2
you're only getting 0.2
stuff.
And they went, yeah. I said, right then, so I'm just going to sell Putty Whiz.
Right.
And I was going into the clubs, so your wraps went from about this big down to this big.
Right.
And I'd take it into the club, and I had people selling it for me, and then someone would go, oh, this guy's not happy. So you bring him over and you go, what the fucking hell's this? This little diddy dot.
Yeah.
I went, mate, put it under your tongue, come back in 15 minutes and ask me what it is. So you come back 15 minutes later going, what the fucking hell's that? Yeah, off his chops.
Yeah.
So I thought, right, there's money in this.
Yeah.
I don't have to bother with the mix. So that's what I was selling now. I had this house that I turned into sort of like a factory where we were putting it into wraps. I had one guy putting it into the wraps, then one guy putting it into the fag packets, then one guy doing it, and then they'd go out and they'd sell it. And this one night, I needed to get so many wraps into town.
Right, I'm going to stop you there for one sec because it's gone up about 3 times the price. So £5 is about 15 quid now, 15 quid a gram. Okay, and I'm going to stop you there as well. Finish off the story after the break.
Okay.
Because we're going to go for a quick word from the sponsors. Come round for part 2 and you can hear his story. Thanks. If you're into Pokemon, Warhammer, Yu-Gi-Oh, Dungeons and Dragons or anything like that, get yourself down to Triple C in Siston, Leicester, where they can take care of all of your needs. They're also a CGC specialist, so if you find any comics or cards knocking around in your grand's attic, get them over there, get them graded, and you never know, you might be sat on a fortune. If you're listening to this podcast, you get 10% discount on all of the CGC products using code UnstableCGC10, and they'll give you 20% off all of the Warhammer products using discount code Unstable20. Thanks very much. Back to the pod. So, welcome back to part 2 of the Unstable podcast. Doug's still here. Thanks very much for sticking around. Mikey's in the corner. Still no camera because his face hasn't changed.
Hello.
Right, carry on the story, mate.
Wait. Can we just isolate that sound?
Yeah.
Just a hello.
Hello.
That's a very nice hello.
Right, so you were in the house and you got to get these.
Yeah.
packages.
So I'd gone down to from a full wrap down to a 0.2.
Yeah.
And I had a row of people. It was like a workshop floor in a house.
Yeah.
Where we want to do
Proper
one job.
production line.
Yeah, production line. Yeah. But I didn't realise at the time that I was being watched by the police. Yeah, because I'd been done once before, but someone else had got done, and I took the blame because they were taking something into a club for me.
Right, okay.
But I made up an elaborate story and got away with it. But then after that, they were like, this guy's dodgy, let's start watching him.
Yeah.
And I didn't realise they'd actually set up. So I turned this house into like a warehouse, but opposite.
A factory,
opposite there was a factory. With the police in watching me. So this one night I had to take stuff into town to give to someone.
Yeah.
So
can I just ask, sorry, just how old were you at this point?
21.
Okay.
Right.
I think.
Ish, early 20s.
Yeah.
Should we check the police report?
Yeah. Well, I got, but I'll tell you one thing, it was Friday the 13th and I was driving into town and I had 29 wraps in my pants.
Yeah.
So I got into town, pulled up in this car park, went to get out to pay, and there was 2 people walking over that I thought were coming over to pay as well. Yeah. And they went, drug squad.
Oh.
And instantly I've just gone, oh.
Your ass fat.
And they went, you got anything on you? I said, yeah, it's in my pants. So I had from there to the police station to make up an elaborate story of why I've got this 29 wraps in my pants. Now, later on in this story, I had scales. That day, someone had stole my scales, from out this house. But we'd lent some, and then someone's obviously took them after. So anyway, they get me into the room to give me the interview and that, and I'm shitting myself thinking, fuck, man, I'm banged to rights here.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there. They've come in to give me the interview and that, and as they're giving me the interview, I made up this elaborate story, right? And it was that I was a whiz addict. That was something, the first time I'd been caught, that was part of the story to say, look, I'm a bit of an addict. This is why I do. Yeah. So it was already down on my records that I was a bit of a whiz addict. Yeah. So I says, look, there was a guy in the house that was, he needed someone to help him rap whiz. And I says, I'll help you for a rap. And they went, who was that? I says, I can't tell you, it'll do me in. It was me. Right. Right. So they went, and afterwards, once we'd wrapped it all up, he says about getting it into town and that. And I says, I'll do that for you for a rapper whiz. They went, who were you taking it to? I says, I can't tell you that, it'll do me in. It was me. Yeah. So there was no one else. There was no one else. Now, I didn't know this at the time, but then he's gone, well, just to let you know, when we arrested you, we busted the house. And then I shit my pants even more because the lad whose house it was, his brother was a bit of a gangster. Right. Who didn't like the fact that he sort of made out like I'd used his brother for his house, but I hadn't, right? There was a lot more to it. It was just a victim of circumstance of how the house was used, and we ended up becoming really good friends. I could see a few people taking the mickey out of this guy because he was a little bit geeky. Yeah. But I was like, no, come on, under my wing. And it just so happened that I ended up but he ended up saying to his brother, listen, man, this guy's he's a good lad. Yeah. You know, he looked after me. But anyway, that's by the by. While I'm sitting there, they went, okay, we're going to show Mr. Carter exhibit, and they put a bag on the table with about 100 raps in, and I fucking shit my pants because I've looked at this and I was like, in my head, I'm going, where the fucking hell's this come from? And they went, we're showing Mr. Carter exhibit such and such where there's X amount of empty wraps. And as soon as he said empty, I was like, I said, where did you find them? They went in the drawer in the kitchen. I went, oh, yeah. I said, all right, I'll admit, I've helped this guy before. So I've been practicing, so I knew what I was doing. I knew fuck all about these raps. Someone else had been practicing.
Oh, shit.
Because they were helping me. Someone else so they'd done them and just chucked them in the drawer. And I was like, but the first time I knew about them was when he dropped. I was just glad they were empty. So I said, I'd helped him before. So, so anyway, I got away with it for that. But kept me in the cells overnight, took me to the police station, to the courtroom the next day, went to court the next day, and this is where a film had helped me out. Yeah,
I love this story so much.
There was a film called The General, right? A guy called William Carhill, and he was a petty criminal, not even a petty criminal, he's a pretty bad criminal in Ireland. He used to break into law courts whenever he had a crime, and he'd figure out how to get away with the crime through going to the law courts, through breaking in and reviewing his case. Yeah. So I thought, right, I need to look into this. I'd never been to court before. I've been caught with 29 raps. This is a jail sentence, So anyway, next day they give me a duty solicitor. I had to go and visit this duty solicitor. And on my first day going to see the duty solicitor, I thought, right, I'm shitting my pants here. I'm going to jail. When I turned up, his secretary went, oh, sorry, Mr. Such and Such isn't here today. He's off on an important case. So I'll take your details. I went, no, you won't. And she went, what? I said, no, you won't. I says, I'll go and find another solicitor. If he thinks another case is more interesting or more important than mine, he ain't the right guy for me. She went, let me ring him. So she rang him up. And she went, Mr. Such and Such, Mr. Carter's going to leave. Put me on speaker. Put him on speaker. He went, I'm really sorry. This has been an important case that I've been called away. I went, what? So mine's not important enough. And he went, give me another chance. I went, okay, then sound. So I'll give him another chance. That made him then work harder.
It played to your advantage.
Yeah, it did, really, I didn't know at the time, but it really did, But then, I think on my next court date, they said, you need to go and have a pre-sentence report. Now, I didn't know what a pre-sentence report was, so I looked into it. I said to one of my friends, what's a pre-sentence report? He went, Doug, can you remember when I did that home invasion? Years ago, him and a load of guys, some guy owed him some money, so they booted his door in, went in, filled him in. Turned out because he'd gone into the house, it was classed as a home invasion. He says, I had to go for a pre-sentence report, and it turned out that the more I think it was 240 hours community service. If they say a certain amount of community service, this is the, what do they call it? The pre-sentence report is done by I can't remember who does it now, but it's like a counsellor sort of thing, right? Yeah. If she does the pre-sentence report, and if they offer more hours community service, they're basically saying to the judge, send him to jail. Yeah. They said to me 240 hours community service, which basically said send him to jail. And I went, okay, so my job is to get that down low as possible.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, probation officer. That was it. Yeah. So I went to see this probation officer, pre-sentence report, and I says, look, I moved out of home, jobless environment. I was in with my mum and dad. My auntie's a heroin addict. I ended up moving out into a jobless environment, got into drugs, and everything went downhill from there. So she's writing all this stuff down. I thought nothing of it, did it. I thought I've done the best I can do here. So then my court date comes where I've got to go to court for my sentencing. Yeah. So my mate who told me about getting the hours down, he also, I says, mate, I've tried pushing some draw up my bum and I can't do it. It makes me feel like I need a shit. And he went, right, here's how it works. So for anyone ever going to jail, right, that's your bumhole, that's your poo sack. He says, you'll push it. He says, and at first, it's like, need a poo, need a poo, need a poo. He says, is that where you're getting? I went, yeah, just made me need a poo. He says, once you go that little bit further, it just disappears up your poo sack. So my mate's there in the front room at my house, and I thought, right, I'm going to have a practice run here. So I tried it, and it made me feel like I need a shit, so I stopped. So anyway, I went into the bathroom, I did it, need a poo, gone. And I did it with an 8 for draw. Gone back in the front room, I says, it's fucking...
I don't
gone. It's got. He went, yeah, because now it's in your poo sack. He said, but it's right next to your bumhole. That'll be the first thing you poo out. So when I've gone to the court, I was very lucky here as well, mate. First time in court, I got to court, and obviously I've fucking plugged myself up with a load of gear because I'm thinking I'm going to jail.
Going in, yeah.
They'd said to me, you'll be looking at 18 months to 3 years.
Okay.
So prepare yourself for that, but you could get less. So I go into court and I'm fucking shitting myself, obviously. I walk in and magistrates, you've got...
Sorry, interrupt you there. What had you got up there? Just a load of draw?
Yeah, basically just put a load of draw at my arse. Yeah, well, I didn't need anything else. I just needed smoke while I was in there. So I get into court. And
I guess it's currency as well, isn't it, inside?
Yeah, I just wanted something to smoke while I was in there. So you've got like a main judge and 2 side judges at magistrates. So when I've walked in, I've looked up like that, and I didn't... One of the judges I think it was the judge to the left, I looked at him and I thought, you're my old deputy headmaster from first school, you know. So I kept my gob shut and looked at him like that. And I watched him, when my name was called out, I watched him look up at me and just go, and I went, so I just kept my gob shut, thought nothing of it.
Yeah.
Prosecution gets up. Mr. Carter was found in possession of 29 wraps of amphetamine substance. And I'm like, throw me a spade, mate. I'll dig me over. That's over an ounce of whiz. You're going to jail. No get out of jail free card. I'm like, fuck, man. Then my solicitor gets up and he went, Mr. Carter was found in possession of 4.2 grams of amphetamine substance. I was like, oh, he's just chucked me a rope down here. So I thought, bonus, So anyway, they do their thing. I'll go out. I go back in and they went, okay, Mr. Carter, we sentence you to, I think it was 1 year and 8 months of probation. And I was like, what the fuck, man? If you go to jail, we're gonna give you this probation and a bit of community service or something like that. And I was like shell shocked. Do you know what I mean? I've come out and I said to my solicitor, I thought he's helped with this, like 4.2 grams mint. So when I come out, he went, he says, I think this helped you. I went, honestly, Mr. whatever his name was, I says, thank you very much for that. And he went, I think this helped you. My pre-sentence report, the probation officer said, I think Mr. Carter should do community service rather than jail, as he'll be mixing with the wrong crowd. Basically, because I'd said, look, it was only when I moved out of home that I fucked up. Obviously, the 4.2 gram thing happened, and I looked at him and I went, do you reckon the fact that one of them was my old headmaster helped? And he went, was he? I went, yeah. He went, good job you kept that quiet, or this would have been
thrown out,
put back. So then I've gone to the pub with my pals afterwards, got away with it, like, gone to the pub with my pals afterwards, shit out the drawer.
Had a smoke.
Yeah, and then smoke, and then carried on with my criminality. But that they kept coming for me after that because I shouldn't have got away with it. And they just kept coming. Like I say,
they would, wouldn't they? They see that as a loss.
Oh, yeah,
they thought you got away with it. They're down at you then. They want to find you for something.
Can I tell you one of my favourites, though?
Please, yeah.
All right. So one of my favourites, right? You shouldn't have a favourite bust, but this was one of my favourites. They hated me after that, right? They wanted me bad. Now, I lived on the ground floor flat in this place, and like I say, right, my door, if someone knocked my door at 2 a.m, I'd get up.
I am going to stop you there. Can we talk about your favourite bus? Because we haven't got long left of the public episode. We'll talk about that on the Patreon, only because I just want the public to talk about. I want to get into your comedy.
Yeah, you'll enjoy this.
Because you've turned your life around massively. You were a career criminal. Now you've got full-time job and you're bordering on being able to knock that on the head.
I'm a semi-pro comedian.
Semi-pro comedian, and I reckon. Well, I actually reckon you could knock work on the head now, but you don't believe me. So
I'm not earning enough to be able to do that yet.
No, but you could be with your numbers, with your fan base.
Yeah. You want me to do certain things that I'm not ready for. And you're not my dad.
No,
so you can't tell me what to do.
I mean,
you're not my dad.
Yeah. How many followers have you got?
I ain't been counting.
Mikey-ish.
Around 145,972, but I haven't been counting.
Yeah, around about that. So you're
across 3 platforms,
which are
TikTok 85,000.
TikTok shit.
Facebook, I've got 54,000 on one and 11,000 on another.
What's
and I'm earning
11,000 on?
11,000's my normal page. That there, I earn more.
You've got over 60,000 followers on Facebook.
Yes.
Yeah.
We need to talk after.
Exactly.
But my actual comedy page, I don't post as much on there, and I earn more off my 11,000 than I do off my.
Yeah, you will, because it's fucked up. But there's tricks you can do.
Yeah. So the
teach me these tricks, man.
But what I'm getting
at
Mr.
is, Miyagi.
I'm not the one, but
with your numbers, you could absolutely do a small tour.
I'm not doing it.
You just could. But anyway, anyway, so you're a semi-pro. I think you could be a pro.
Yeah,
You're a semi-pro comedian.
No, if you
turned your life around massively.
Yeah.
And now you're enjoying comedy and being a dad.
Yeah.
And
Still enjoy drugs occasionally.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. But comedy has made me like I used to smoke every day. That was, smoke weed every day.
Yeah.
That was what I did, yeah. But like since getting into comedy and the jobs that I do, like the job that I do, I drive heavy plant machinery. So I obviously I don't. When I was a scrap man, I used to smoke every day, and then I got pulled that often doing the scrap that I thought if I get swabbed now, I'm going to lose everything.
Yeah.
So now if ever I'm gigging, I'm professional. I don't smoke.
Yeah.
I come home from work, I get changed, I go to gigs, and I do not smoke, and I gig 3 to 4 nights a week.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 3 to 4 nights I'm not smoking, which has actually done me a favour, because on the nights that I do have a joint now, it hits me harder because I'm not smoking as much.
Yeah, you enjoy it.
Ricky, shake his fucking hand, man. That's an accomplishment.
Oh, man, I know.
Seriously.
I massively...
I've compared to where I was and what I used to do, it was... I mean, my missus got me off this naughty stuff that I, like snap, crackle and pop. Yeah, my missus got me off that. And I've gone down some dark routes, but I've not just pulled myself out of them, but my missus has helped me pull out.
Yeah.
Then when I got my mortgage, that's when I decided that, I can't even risk going to jail, because if I go to jail, I'll lose the house. Yeah. So that's when I really pulled back. And then when I had my son, that's when I was like, hold on a minute. Now you've got to be fucking good. And nice. I mean, even him now, he said to me the other day.
Such a credit to you, your lad.
Yeah, did I tell you what he said to me the other day? He went, my teacher is watching your TikToks. I went, what? And he went, yeah, she watches your the other day she watches your When I Was Dodgy on TikTok. And I went, what? I said, tell her it's the old me. And he went, I have told her, she knows that. And I mean, he's the credit to me to show that,
Just wait till you have to go to parents' evening.
Oh, they yeah, luckily he's sixth form now, so I let my missus deal with that side of it, because I'm always at work,
Of course you are.
Of course he is.
On a Tuesday afternoon.
Yeah. But pulled my head out my arse.
Yeah, no, it's great, man. So what is the plan then for you in comedy? Because I think you could do it now, but what do you see as your...
Well, I just want it to be. I want it to be my job, man. I want to get at the minute because of my job, my day job. I mean, we were talking about this earlier in there. There's certain gigs that I can't go for on a Thursday or a Friday because they're too far away. Yeah. But I've bought an estate so that I can sleep in my car sometimes. So, like, take Monday for instance. We broke up for work on the Tuesday, but on the Monday night I took a gig in Swansea. So I drove from work to there. I had a baby wash wipe. A baby wipe wash. Did that, come back, slept outside work, and then did the last day of work. I want to get to a point where I haven't got to do that, you know, where I can like find gigs in batches. But
you'll be so much happier when you do. It was killing me when I had a job, and there's that sort of bridging period where you've got your job and that, and it's fucking nightmare.
But there's levels as well, Ricky. See, here's another thing, right? With you.
Do you know what would really help us grow? Is if you could subscribe to the channel and like the videos. It'll cost you nothing, and it really helps the podcast to grow.
You're at the level now where you're in with a lot of, we spoke about this a while ago, but you're in with a lot of major clubs. With me, I'm in with a lot of major independent promoters and some clubs with your Last Laugh and stuff like that, and but as soon as I can get in with 2 or 3 bigger clubs, which this year should be next year, that's what I'll be looking at.
This year, because this is what I have to do.
Okay, so this year,
but we're not recording that yet.
So if I can get in with 2 or 3 of the clubs that are of a higher level, then I can say say I'm doing something in the Southwest. I can then go into the Southwest Forum and go, gigging for such and such on Thursday. Has anyone got anything on the Friday or Saturday so I can do a run of it? If you're gigging for that big club, that then holds stead with the littler clubs in the area who will go, oh, well, if he's working for them, we could get him to do this. And
it's like what I did in February. I got that
batches.
I got that gig in Cardiff closing for the Problematic Pub. Podcast, by the way. Because I was in Cardiff, phoned up Glee. I was like, oh, can I come and do Glee as well? They're like, yeah. So I got
there you go.
Weekend. So I know what you're saying, and yes, it'd be good for you to get the
bigger names.
Clubs, but I still think with your following, you could absolutely tour and earn enough to support you.
I'm not ready for that. I don't want to. No. I've got my aims. I've got what I want to aim for. My aim now is I've opened the door for a lot of not even smaller, independent promoters that are some of the best in the country, like with
Last Laugh, Jim Howarth.
Jim Howarth, Last Laugh.
He's been on the pod,
Tony Vino and like Keris as well. She's like the people that are established in the games are now trusting me to work for them. So now I've got them names. The next stage is to get the bigger clubs as well. So, I mean, look at what Keris said that time. When I got in with Keris, I hadn't... I didn't think I'd get in with her for a couple of years, and then you were like, I'm in Edinburgh with her now, I'll speak to her.
Literally sat
there. So when I says, just tell her thanks. And what she said was, I don't normally give people spots that I haven't seen over, if I haven't seen someone do a 20, I'm not giving them a 20. But I've seen what he does on his socials and who he's gigging for, and you wouldn't be gigging for them people if you're not of a certain level. So that was when it opened my eyes of like, people will actually watch your socials and they see what you're doing, and
100%.
That there opened, just what I do on my socials opened the door to that. And now off the back of that, I've MC'd for a good few times, I've middled,
I know exactly what you mean. When I did my first Comedy Store weekend, the amount of people that messaged me asking me to do gigs that month was unbelievable.
Because there's one of the most...
association.
It's
in a full weekend
so
for the London store.
In my head, I know, I mean, the chances of me getting something like that, because there's another thing you got to look at as well, Ricky, right? I'm fucking 50 years old now, so I'm of an older generation, and a lot of like when people go, oh yeah, I can't wait to see you on the telly, you're not going to. Don't get me wrong, there's a chance you could, but for me, there's a few things that are key at the minute with TV and stuff. One is diversity. 2 is age. There's a lot of younger acts and older acts that are getting pushed away from it now because they're going for the younger generation.
Because they've got longevity in them, haven't they?
Is it longevity or longevity?
Longevity, whatever.
Yeah, but then as well, like I've said as well, what you've got to look at is I'm in a pool full of straight white males. There's fucking thousands of us. So in a way, like when I put a gig up and there's 3 spots, the vast majority of people applying for these 3 spots are straight white males. So I know I'm in a pond with all of them trying to get them spots. So will I get to where I want to get to? Yes. Will it take me a bit longer? Also yes. So you've just got to plod on.
It is hard being in that straight white male demographic. I found it really tough.
Yeah, old fucking wonky leg silver medal over here with the doors open.
I do tick the boxes straight white man. But
but you're not. You're a diverse act. Yeah. But we've said this before as well, Ricky. Yeah, you can be as diverse as anything, but if you shit, you shit. So how the fuck you've kept the doors open? I'll never know. No, do you know what? Right, the door's open for you, right? Because we all know that on a lineup, we're trying to diversify a lineup. So,
and rightly so.
Which is understandable. But when you've got 50 people applying for a gig and 40 to 45 of them are straight white men, and then you've got this small pool, and I spoke to an act a while ago, a female act. And I says, look, I'm really struggling to get females to apply for my gigs. And she went, you know why? I went, why?
Because the good ones are booked 18
They're all booked up.
Advance,
yeah. So if you're of the level, then if you're a diverse act or a female act that gets to the same level as, say, where I am, chances are you're going to go a lot quicker than I am. Do I look at you going, you fucking cunt? Or do I look at you and go, it's just how it is? That's just how it is. I'm in this pond here.
It's the first one.
Yeah, mate. It's
definitely look at him and go, you.
Well, no, you can look at that. And there are people.
Can I break my leg,
mate? There are people that look at and go, "No, you've only got there because of." Nah, man.
I've seen the screenshots.
Yeah.
I've seen the screenshots.
Look at where I am. Yeah, we were speaking earlier. I seen someone put a post up saying, like the post if you're available for this gig.
I hate doing that.
Yeah, but it helped me out, Ricky, because I seen 26 people like that post. 2 of them were shit. The other 24 were way above my level, and I thought, that's why I'm not getting that gig yet. And now I'm working for that guy. Yeah. So I know that all them people that are going for that gig, and out of them 24... 22 of them were straight white males.
Yeah.
So I'm fighting against all these guys that I'm looking at going, wow, they are loads better than me. I'll get that gig one day. 6 months later, I'm doing that gig.
Yeah.
So I'm like, they're looking at me as but I can see the pool and how hard it is to climb with that pool. So do I get pissed off at twats with wonky legs, or do I just be happy where I am? And I'm happy where I am.
Fair play. That was a piece of advice that I was given, is when you're applying, so if there's any new comics watching,
quit.
Give up. Give the fuck up. When you see the gig advertised, if you can think of 5 people that will be applying for that are above, that you would book before you, don't apply for it. Because
no, I disagree. Apply, because they still need to see your name on that list. And even though you're not getting it, if you don't apply and then a year or 2 later you start applying, you've missed out on that year or 2 of your face being seen on there.
Yeah, it's right.
There's different ways of looking at it.
Just apply, but don't be disappointed when you don't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe the chances are you're not going to get it. Yeah.
Look at what I did with Keris.
But at the same time, I think that's dangerous just to do it so broadly as you've said there, because you'll get people open spots applying for £1,000 headline. So
okay, a chance of spots. I get it.
Twat doing that.
Oh no, stay on your level. Don't over apply.
Yeah.
So, but that's what I'm saying.
I get that. I've had it before where people have applied for £300 spots, and I'm looking at it thinking, I've never even seen you on a poster.
A fucking Gong Show video.
Yeah. So I get that.
You got gonged off.
Yeah. 2 minutes. Funny. Weren't my 2 minutes good?
I've put. I think the most I've paid, because I only do smaller rooms, I think the most I paid is like £500 or £600 for a closer. And I'm not going to name them, but yeah, they sent me a 5-minute clip, but 2 minutes of that was the compare. Then it was their gong, and they got gonged off after about 2.5 minutes.
At the end of January,
for a headliner.
At the end of January, we're doing that 5-minute thing at the Hollybush.
Yeah.
I'm doing stage.
We're going to get him.
You're going to have a go?
He's going to have a go, yeah. He's doing
at the Bush?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
No, the Bush is fantastic.
It's fucking amazing. Honestly, I walked into the Bush for the first time and I started having flashbacks straight away to like times where I was in those places doing different things to comedy. But I'm looking forward to it. I have been writing.
Good.
I've got some stuff down. But yeah, can I spend that 5 minutes to promoters then after that and be like...
Well, yeah, that's not
for open mics and stuff.
Open mic stuff, yeah.
Yeah, but I'll send it to like promoters for like 20-minute top spots.
Yeah, do it, yeah.
Twat.
If you get one, fuck you.
Imagine if I do. Oh, man.
No, you won't.
No. I'm probably never going to do it again after that 5 minutes.
I'm really looking forward to that. We'll get you down for that as well.
Yeah. I'd love to. I'd love to come down and sit in the audience, just go in.
Because I've got some new material that I'm going to get.
Where's your jokes, Mikey?
Even if I find you funny, I'm just going to go.
Yeah.
I'll try and get to be the MC that night if I'm not doing paid work.
You won't be. It's a Thursday.
Yeah. Dickhead.
Most of my new material, first time out, it's been at that place.
The Bush. Yeah. Nearly everything I've ever tried has started at the Bush.
Really?
Yeah. I used to make a point of, if I wrote some new stuff, the first airing was at the Bush, and if I got a titter at the Bush, they'd probably get a laugh somewhere else.
It's an applause break.
Is it one of those?
Yeah, mate, the Bush is a baptism of fucking fire, mate. It is one of the toughest rooms to do comedy in. Yeah. I had a guy there, right? There's a guy.
Is that why you're making me do the Bush?
Yeah, because they're comedy savvy.
So if I get no laughs...
No, you won't die.
No, you won't.
If you're any good, if you shit, you will.
They are very behind.
Funnier on camera.
First timers, they're very behind you.
Yeah,
but then after that, you have to work for your laugh at the Bush. Okay. It's not one of them places where they'll just laugh for the sake of laughing. No.
But they will give you virgin stage.
Yeah. I've got. There's a guy there, right? Who's he looks like this. He comes across very like computer, sort of like analytic, one of them.
I don't know what you're on about.
He's got like little round glasses. I can't remember his name now, and I should know his name. No, not John
him.
Parman.
No.
But this guy, he's that much of he loves the open mic scene that much that I've come off stage there before where I've done a joke and I've just made one little tweak in this joke, but I'd sandwich the solid stuff with new in the middle. So this joke here maybe has got one little tweak in it. And afterwards I'm going out having a fag in the interval and he'll come up and he'll go, I love what you did with that joke, what that word. And I'm like,
I know exactly what you're on about.
Yeah.
Because he's done the same to me.
Sits with Vanessa a lot.
Yeah. It was just the timing that I'd changed.
Yeah.
And he recognised it.
He spots it. And then I'm like, wow. Yeah. Like, he's that much of a, well, you can call it him an open mic nerd that he picks up. That he loves seeing a joke
progress.
Yeah. There's different audiences for different things, and that there's 2, 3, maybe 4 people that go there that are newbie nerds.
Yeah, the Bush is great for brand new acts and people with brand new material because you'll get genuine feedback.
Apart from there is some nights that I've been there and there's been like 10 acts on and 8 has just been shocking from beginning to end, and you're like, but that's part of open mic. Oh, we had it once, everyone died on their hoop. He comes on and does his first ever gig there. Smack! I've been telling people as well. I was saying, it's not you, it's the Bush. It's a tough night tonight. It's a tough. Then he goes on and fucking slammed it, and I was like, what the fuck, man? People will laugh at any old shit.
I think
I did. Sorry, Mikey. I did a joke once at the Bush, and said a line about vegetables that wasn't even supposed to be a joke. You and that bloke we're on about really laughed at it, and I wrote a whole joke based on that. Just because of the response that you and him gave.
My DVD bit where I'm like, so I went home and I made these DVDs on about porno DVDs. And the minute I said, so I went home and I made these DVDs, someone went, bah, stubbo, at the back, like that. And then when I watched the video back, this is why you record everything, I thought, why is he laughing at that bit? I made these porno. So then all I did was, next time I told the joke, I just put this little action in and it got more people laughing. And it was like, that would have been lost to the Matrix if I hadn't have recorded it. So make sure you record it. I'm looking forward to this, and I hope I'm available that night. I'm
not going to give my joke away, but Jim Ladd, they picked up on that there.
Did they?
Yeah. Yeah. It's good. How long have we got left, Mikey?
36. You got about 5 minutes.
Got about 5 minutes. Cool. Have you got any 5-minute stories, comedy based, that you want to talk about?
No.
No.
Like what?
I don't know.
What's the funniest time you've ever not roofed it?
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, so I did this football club, right?
Oh, no, I thought you were going to do the other one.
Just let him tell his story, Ricky.
When I compared. That's the one I thought you were going to tell. Then.
No, the football club's the one. Club. See, here's the thing, right? You get to a point where I thought my set was solid, and I thought I could, because here's another thing. You'll walk into rooms and you'll look at rooms and think, this is my room. And I don't know if you remember, we did that.
Vividly.
Yeah, we did this football club. And I walked in and instantly
John Pearson was comparing it, who was here a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, so I did this room and I looked, as soon as I walked in, I was like, yeah, this is my audience. Obviously, John Pearson's comparing, so you've got darkness and then me opening up with, I'm not naughty. Overly dark, but I'm
you're
naughty.
Not dark, but you're naughty.
Yeah, so I thought they're going to go for me here.
Yeah.
I fucking died on my hoop for 20 minutes. And normally when I die on my hoop, which doesn't happen often, but when I do, I used to get if my first joke didn't land, I'd start sweating and I'd start shaking. This night, I felt myself not attaching with the audience and not. Yeah. I feel myself dying, but I weren't sweating or anything. And then I finished my set, come off stage, and Ricky went, "Oh, that was a really good performance," and I went, "Really?" I says, "I've just died on my hoop." And he went, "No, you died on your hoop, but it was a really good performance." And I was like, Didn't get what he was on about. And then afterwards I realised that, do you know what? I just turned the corner where I know this material works. Because it didn't work with you, doesn't mean it's not. And I give a good performance. It didn't affect.
It was the room that was the problem, not you that night. Like, because I could see that the performance was right, the timing was right, the jokes were right. Everything was right, and he'd taken a step up in his performing ability from when I'd last seen him.
But I died on my hoop.
But he just died in that room, and then I went on and had a fucking banger.
A blinder, So, and I had to, because we lift shared, I had to sit there and watch it. And we went outside, and someone's come up and went, "Oh, really good performance that was. All right, mate." To me, and I was like, "Yeah, cheers, man."
So we're going to call up there. Thank you very much
for
coming on. Do me a favour, look into that camera there because it's still working, and tell them where they can catch you on the socials.
My name's Random Waffle Bollocks on Facebook, but Waffle Bollocks is one word and it's LLOX at the end. I made it hard to find so that if you do find it, you're obviously going to enjoy what I do, right? Douglas Carter as well on Facebook. Picture of me going like that because I just found out I was Sicilian. And Doug's Rants and Laughs on TikTok. Follow me on all of them.
Ace, we'll put it all in the description as ever. Thanks very much. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. We're going to go over to Patreon now once we've sorted out the technical problems. I'm looking at Mikey off screen. Yeah, he's going to smash it. So we're going to go over to Patreon. It's still just £1 a month for the first 1,000 members. And we've ordered the Bitcoin cards. So the first 1,000 patrons will be put into a prize draw where you get the chance to win a whole Bitcoin. So go over to patreon.com/Ricky's Unstable. Follow Doug on all of his socials. Again, they'll be down in the description. We're going to go over there now. See you soon. Have a good week. Bye-bye.
Bye.